Hello, welcome back to Peace Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Danganronpa 2. And when we last left off, we solved the mystery of who killed Nekomaru. Yeah, he's right there. Unfortunately, it was Gundam. But on the bright side, the final island is opened up, and the game kind of forced us to go there, so it must be really important. So let's just walk. Actually, haven't checked on our pet in a while. Also, I haven't flushed its dookie in a while. But let's keep walking. Oh. Right when that bitch started to evolve. Or lay an egg. And it's like, screw this, I'm out of here. Oh, it wants to give me something. Tranquility. Wonder what all that was. Oh well, let's keep on moving. We're on the vendor street. Oh, there's Monokuma. Well, okay, it was a Monokuma, but not the Monokuma. Cyberpunk Monokuma. I was wondering who was lured here by the smell. I expected Akane, though, not you. I wasn't lured in by the smell or anything. Looks like this street's full of food vendors. But as you can see, there's no customers or staff. Let me just... Okay, good. Everything's on. Only the food is here. Normally, a street like this would be bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. I mean, it makes sense. There are only like 7 living people on this whole island. Are there 7? Let's see. Okay, so we got got Hajime, Nagito, Byakuya is dead, Gundam's dead. We got Kazuichi, Teru's dead. Nekomaru's dead. We got Fuyuhiko, Akane, Chiaki, Sonya. And then the entire bottom row is dead. So yeah, there are only 7 living people on this island, not including Monokuma and Monomi. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's just run. Factory. Is this where they build all the Monokumas? Oh, it's a plushie factory. So, yes. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway. Hajime, good timing. What's up, Chiaki? This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but... since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. Then, do you want to go inside together? I'm surprised you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? Okay, so all we can really inspect right now is the doors. Hey, Hajime, you're the kind of person who waits until the very end to eat their favorite food, aren't you? How could you tell? I like to eat my favorite foods first. So, inside the warehouse... So instead of the warehouse, let's start with the factory. I guess you're right. I know what she means about saving your favorite for last, though. Whenever I get a burger, I always eat the fries first, and whoever I'm eating with looks at me like I'm crazy, and it's like, I'm saving the best for last, dog! Alright, then I'm going inside. What the heck is this? What was being manufactured one after another and being carried away on a conveyor belt was Monokuma. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. Let's see, is there anything else I can examine? Oh, hey, Chiaki. She's just blankly staring at the machine. Looks like she's taken aback, too. Well, that's obvious, I suppose. Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games. Games? Like this one game where you put caps on pens, or another game where you try to guess the person's gender. Is that even fun? Oh, yeah. That's Goku's favorite game. The Monokumas are being tossed into this giant basket one after another. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hand. I see, so these are plushies. Monokuma plushies. Oh, the real Monokuma is kind of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies.
Harumph! Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies.
Life-size plushies?
I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich!
But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushies. I don't want it. Yeah. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this?
Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door.
What should we do? Honestly, I don't really feel like going. But what if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go there just for a little while. Yeah, guess we'll get out of here. Do not pat the Monokuma. Yo, is that the Sharingan? Without thinking, I peeked into the piled-up stacks of cardboard boxes. Like they knew we'd obtained the Mangekyo Sharingan last episode. They knew Gundam would be our best friend. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First, there was the Monokuma archive in the funhouse. Now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he?
Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing.
He's starting to talk even crazier. It's like I can tell just from the ambience that there are no important clues here. Well, at least we've confirmed that. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but why so many?
I was thinking about just using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom! Then they'd stand out, you know?
No store would sell your stuff.
Of course not. You're such a fool. That's why I'll open an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie.
I can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail.
Enough already! You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it! Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s.
Hell fucking yeah, I love Pogs.
Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you already committed a major mistake. Because there's no merch of me! Oh, Monomi, my little sister. Don't you know the Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise? A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together? Yeah, one was called Bob Hope and the other was called Bing Despair. The old guys thought rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Huh? Did you even need the old guys in that story? So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-pink rabbit is so lame. You don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense. You did this to me! You're the one who has no fashion sense! What a hopeless way of snapping back! But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels. So whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Hajime, let's run.
You're right.
We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for an inventory disposal. It's like you just got tired. Yeah, you're right. Okay, is that everything? It look like it. Yeah. I don't think there's anything left to do here. The fuck? The military base? Jabberwock Army. This must be the plane where they, yeah, this must be where they got the helicopter they flowered Teru Teru with. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Not just that. There's lots of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive. These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the Future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons. Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo. No problemo? A course in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. An obsession with anime, and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them. If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us. No, that is wrong. Huh? Well, I've discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What is this? I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it would be a useful clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written in here, I do not know much. But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. What is that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. A central headquarters to the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that the Future Foundation's responsibility? I'm guessing he meant to say, could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what these words mean. However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right? But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters... Could it be that same building? They're planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters. Oh, so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell's going on? We were so distracted by all the horrible situations that kept happening one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island. But what's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. Man, this place is boring. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here. Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all. A real man fights with his fists. That goes for women, too. You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. No thanks. Boob pillows? It's a military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms. There's a ton of them. There's a lot of different weapons like guns and anti-tank rockets carelessly stacked in here. Is it really alright to handle these carelessly? I see a Monokuma. Let's see, what else? In the back of the truck, there's a bunch of firearms carelessly thrown in a pile. This place isn't a little dangerous. This place is extremely dangerous. Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape this island by driving off of it. Alright, I guess we'll look at the helicopter next, and then the tank. This helicopter... Is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute Teru Teru? Called it! This helicopter... Don't screw with me. Ow. Hajime, what happened? It's nothing. I'm fine. I couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it. I'm so weak. That sound effect made me think like a wash basin fell on his head or something. This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Okay, is that everything? I figured there'd be more exposition. Oh well, I guess Sonia gave us all the exposition we needed for that one. Sea King Industries. Sea King! Sea King! Hedgers and clippers and hedgers and clippers and Sea King! Speak of the fucking devil. It's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. Feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric insulation and other machine parts, I'll tell you what. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here. This company obviously doesn't make any machine parts, so just what the heck are they making here? He's right. It's like they're making something more dangerous, like mono beasts. Seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place, starting with... Okay, let's take a look at that. This machine, it's making another machine? The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal. Hey, doesn't that animal-looking machine remind you of anything? You talking about the mono beasts? Is there any chance that those mono beasts were created here? The mono beasts were created here?
Yep, that's what this place is for. No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? That's why it's just fine.
What in the hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. It doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced. I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. This automated machine looks like it's making something. Is this a mannequin? It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot? Seriously? How can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here? It's a similar humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe. But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation, too. Should look around here some more. What else is there to look at? The camera on the monitor, maybe? Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously. What else am I going to do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. What are you talking about? Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. Sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It's such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Delusional story? So what was written in the email anyway? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. These riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously? That's not realistic at all. So these riots just keep growing as people grow more and more dissatisfied and frustrated with society.
till eventually it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots start getting circulated and strange incidents start occurring one after the other. Hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world, and at the end of the world gets closer and closer.
End of the world?
I know, right? Sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title. Whoever wrote this needs to come up with better story ideas, cause this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away.
Hey, about that. Are you sure it's okay to say that was just a made-up story?
Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but there's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by running it.
I get it. You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending? There's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen.
Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it?
What's clear?
This used to be Sea King Industries, but it's not anymore. After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us.
That's the reason?
It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us.
But why?
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff. They're the ones making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other. Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption. I mean, if that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich, perverted bastards.
That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling.
Okay, now I can leave.
Hey Hajime, I was just looking for you. What's up, Fuyuhiko? I was thinking you probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right. I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now. Then, do you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind. I figured it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. But there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there. I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know, Fuyuhiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that, huh? Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with the food stands. Okay, and Vendor Street. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Huh? What about Nagito?
Who cares? It's not like he's our friend or anything.
I couldn't get in touch with him. I don't know where the hell he is or what he's doing. So, how'd it go? Did you learn anything about the Future Foundation?
Not really. Like, I feel like I learned stuff, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything.
It's not clear which information we found is believable, if any. However, I believe there's no question that the Future Foundation is behind everything that's been going on. Are we sure about that? Huh? What are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? If they're our ally, there's no way they'd trap us on this island. That's true, but there's something I've been thinking about. Monomi works at the Future Foundation, right? She pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma is forcing us to kill each other, Monomi's been opposing him.
You mean pretending to oppose him, right?
No, I don't think she's pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally. because she opposes Monokuma, do you think she's our ally? Even if they both oppose one another, is it not possible that they are both our enemy? Like a three-way battle. That's kinda hot.
Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation? You talking about that because you're actually the traitor that's working for them?
Don't be a fucking idiot.
No way, you're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't...
Kazuichi Soda, shut up.
Yes.
There never was a traitor. Monokuma lied to us.
Lied?
It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up so we'd be suspicious of one another. How can you not believe in your friends after everything we've endured together? Weak. How weak. Instead of facing the problem directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away. That weakness is hopeless. Nagito? Nagito, where have you been this whole time? I wonder where your thought process wandered off to. As usual, you guys would keep running around in circles. What are you, hamsters? Oops. If I compare you guys to hamsters, will I get yelled at by that weakling who dropped out? What does that... You asked where I've been this whole time, right? Well, I was in the middle of looking for someone. Looking for someone? I thought that person might have already arrived, but I guess I was wrong. Or maybe that person is hiding in a secret location and carefully watching us. Hey, who are you talking about? You saying there's someone else on this island besides us? It's probably the survivor of the killing school life. Huh? If so, a lot of things might start adding up, don't you think? Are you talking about Byakuya? He's the survivor you're talking about, right? Huh? Oh, I see. You guys have only reached that stage. What stage? You're not making sense at all. Not making sense! But still, if you think about it properly, you might be able to figure it out. Why would Byakuya, a survivor of the killing school life, die in vain like he did at the very beginning? Don't you think it's strange? What does that mean? The issue is not with what he means. Please take back what you said about Byakuya dying in vain.
Yeah, listen to Miss Sonia.
You've been acting very strange lately. I do not like this version of Nagito we have been witness to. I don't like it either. Well, I never liked you in the first place. It looks like I'm being hated. Well, that's understandable. There's no way you guys can even comprehend my suffering. Knowing the truth can be pretty painful in its own way. The truth? What truth? What do you know? Curious, are you? But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? Huh? To tell you the truth, I still haven't figured out who the traitor is. But it won't take me very long. You guys don't have to worry. I'll weed out the traitor even if it costs me my life. You're gonna weed out the traitor? As I have already said, there is no traitor.
I'll bet in the end you're just gonna raise your hand and go, I'm actually the traitor, right?
You're a funny guy, Kazuichi. But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? If I'm able to wipe out all the despair on this island, will I? Will I become the ultimate hope? Ultimate hope?
What in the hell are you talking about? Have you finally lost your god-dang mind?
Now then, I should get going. But if you see Monokuma again, there's something I want you to tell him. Tell him he doesn't need to provide a motive anymore. Huh? Tell him not to worry, because I'm planning to go all out. Besides, the next one will probably be the last. Nagito, what does that mean? Bye. He's gonna kill the traitor. Nagito ignored Chiaki's question and left us. We were powerless to stop him. It was clear to us that trying to stop him would just be useless. I don't want to think about it, but... could he be planning a kill?
A kill? Who's he gonna kill?
Based on how he was talking, looks like his target is the traitor.
There is no such person.
I think Sonia might be the traitor. Yeah, if you've watched, if you've been watching my whole playthrough up to this point, there's already been evidence that I've pointed out. And yeah, now she's insisting there is no traitor, as if trying to divert attention away from herself.
I mean, the notion that one of us has been deceiving us all along... I will never, ever believe that.
Like Sonia said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. And her whole arc with Gundam, that might have just been her trying to seduce him into not sacrificing himself to help everyone. Like Sonia said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. But what if it's Nagito? Or what if whoever it is has forgotten about it? What if the traitor has forgotten that they're the traitor? Just like how I forgot that I don't have a talent.
Well, regardless of who he's targeting, there's a high chance that he's planning to kill, right? Then we gotta tie him up again. Forcing him to stop is the only way.
It's impossible. Nekomaru's not even here anymore. I got what it takes to deal with someone as weak as him. I'm here too!
Then that's a yes, right? Just leave it to me. Once I come up with a plan, we'll meet up again.
Tie up Nagito, huh? Kazuichi's right. It's dangerous to let Nagito wander freely. If we're being cautious, we have to act fast. But what is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? I hope it just means I'm thinking too much. For the time being, we decided to finish our exploration of the final island and return to the hotel. It was already dark by the time we returned to the hotel. Let's see, where's Hajime's cottage? It's right there. For some reason, I'm really tired today. Well, since I walked around all day today, I was able to obtain several clues. Although I'm not really certain if you can even call these clues. Instead, I just feel like we're suffering from more mysteries that don't make sense. This isn't good. As soon as nighttime hits, I can't stop thinking all these pessimistic thoughts. This might be a bad habit of mine. I should just get some sleep for today, rest my mind for a while, and then I'll give this some more thought tomorrow.
Words are extremely dangerous. Unlike letters, words cannot be undone with erasers or with a backspace. That's why you need to be extremely careful. Same goes for me. There was a time in my past when I went through a lot of trouble because of that. That's right, when I was being trained at the safari park. At the time, there were two animals in the park that I got along with. One was a squirrel named Dr. Diet Rich, and the other was a fox named Cha-Cha Jr. To be honest, Cha-Cha Jr. was really stupid. If a female employee tried to have a serious talk with him, he'd just stare at her boobs the whole time. That's why Dr. Diet Rich would order him to steal panties. And that idiot would get real happy when he exchanged the panties he stole for Diet Rich's old undies. Also, this one time, the three of us went to a steakhouse and the waiter asked, "How would you like it cooked?" Cha-Cha Jr. proudly said, "With fire." Senor Dietrich was pretty crafty. He knew how to play Cha-Cha Jr. He made Cha-Cha Jr. abduct a fawn and drown it. Then he saved that drowning fawn himself. Made Cha-Cha Jr. tell everyone about it. Man, he really did some shady things. Anyway, the three of us were getting along together. We were living a fun life in the safari park. That's right, until the day I ended up saying those words. I accidentally said this to Cha-Cha Jr. Foxes are squirrels' natural enemies. The next day, I stumbled across what was left of Dietrich Sr. He had been eaten. Good thing I immediately tattled to a male employee so he could put down Cha-Cha Jr. with a hunting rifle. Even now, I regret saying what I said back then. Jeez, squirrels have it rough. They have so many natural enemies.
Thought you were thinking of something to replace the Monokuma announcement. I'm pretty sure everyone's starting to meet up. For now, I should head over to the restaurant. But we'll save that for next episode. If you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. We'll see you next episode.